little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Noise. Welcome back. It's Worldwide Wiggins here on S Wiggins TV. Did you miss?
What's the deal, y'all? It's Friday morning, man. We're tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use, that good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Tap in with the tap in and make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? It's a beautiful Friday in LA. Make sure you get into that good tap in with the tap in notification bell. Hit all, say tap in for the latest and the greatest. We've been jumping to this content, but before we do, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the get subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Tap in with the tap in and make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. We got Worldwide Wiggins with some hood news we can use, some knowledge we ain't finna get nobody's college. I love Worldwide Wiggins because he's always coming with the most random facts about LA gang culture. Things we knew, things we forgot we knew, things that we should have known. We finna jump into this content. Let's jump into it, man. Worldwide Wiggins. LA hoods is the same name as Chicago hoods. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm back. Today we gonna be talking about LA hoods and Chicago hoods with the same name. Or better yet, Chicago gangs that made their way to California/LA and all that. Now, I'm making some improvements, no more long, crazy intros. And I got a few things to say about us using Chicago lingo and culture, but I'll wait till the end. I'll wait till I'm done with the list, but let's get straight to it. And by the way, just a disclaimer, I am not from Chicago. I don't know too much about their gangs or what they got going, so most of this, you know, like the Sparks in Chicago part, I got off the internet and word of mouth, so let's get down to business. As long as you understand, here we go. LA gangs and Chicago gangs with the same name. Let's get down to it, man. Let's knock the obvious out the way. BPS, aka Black Peace Stone. This is obvious, you know what I'm saying? Black Peace Stone, okay? The original, man. Let's knock the obvious out the way. BPS, aka Black Peace.
Yeah, that's the one that everybody always likes to bring up when they say you can't come to LA and change the politics and blah, blah, blah. But what about the BPSs? All right, they finna tell you about the BPSs. Let's go.
This is obvious, you know what I'm saying? Black Peace Stone, Chicago. Been there for decades and decades, okay? Originally known as the Black Peace Stone. Famous people from that hood, G. Herbo and them, okay? And eventually, one of their members, T. Rogers, moved from Chicago to LA and started the Peace Stones out there. However, the difference between that is the one in LA bang Bloods. The one in Chicago do not. Okay, they strictly about their own program. 5-point stars, what are the 5 things, loyalty, respect and stuff. They got their own code, so I just had to knock that obvious one out the way. So, all right, moving along. Next, okay, Latin Kings. The almighty Latin King in Queen Nation, or Latin Kings for short, is a gang that was founded by Puerto Rican descendants in Chicago, Illinois. They known to sport yellow rags and have become so large, they spread out from Illinois all the way to places like Florida and New York. While we on the subject of Latin Kings,
I don't think there are any Latin Kings in LA though.
Kings in New York, it should be noted that Big Pun, rest in peace, was affiliated with the Latin King. And 50 Cent DJ, Who Kid, once told a story on how he got kidnapped by members of the Latin Kings for playing diss records of Big Pun on his mixtape. You should check it out, it's pretty funny. Anywho, now, on the Cali side, there's a hood in East LA with the name Latin Kings.
Really? All right, never knew that.
Now, initially, I doubted, like, there ain't no way they the same thing or they one and the same. For a simple fact, the one in Cali got a 13 at the end. And as I know from living...
That's what I was finna wonder, like, nigga, how does that work if y'all don't push the trece, but y'all do push the trece? Got it.
In Miami and just going to jail search stuff, the Latin Kings don't with Serenos. But come to find out, it's actually true. They branched out to LA from Chicago and started a hood out there. Now, I'm not Latino, you know what I'm saying? I'm black. Yeah, I'm not finna get in their politics, so yeah. But another thing I noticed, they got another one, unless I'm tripping, out there in Pasadena, and it's called the Pasadena Latin Kings 13. Yeah, all right.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Getting interesting, huh? Told you. Now let's get real interesting. Front Street.
Worldwide Wiggins is for sure always giving us news we can use and knowledge we can't get in college.
On the east side of LA, we got the notorious Front Street Watch Crib. F-Gang, you already know. They over here about Century and Avalon, stretching down to 108. Like I said, they broke off from the original East Side Crib started by Raymond Washington. They even started a hood in the San Fernando Valley, who grew a crazy reputation and went at it with the procurement with Paul Rules. To the point where I asked one of the OGs from over there, like, who was their biggest ops? He said, indubitably, without a doubt, it's the Front Street Crips in the Valley. So even though the Front Streets is not really talked about as much as the bigger hoods, they definitely reputable. And without a doubt, one of the most vicious Crips in Watts, period. Now, on the Chicago side of things, unless you've been under a rock, you should be familiar with arguably Chicago's most influential artist, Chief Keef, which is pretty much the breakout star that started the drill movement. And as Ron, you will often hear him refer to Front Street, along with other rappers like Blood Money, rest in peace, Fredo Santana, rest in peace. Yeah, he got that song, I'm Fredo from Front Street. Who the f*** is you? Now, Front Street is a notorious gang of black disciples started on the south side of Chicago. Let's knock another obvious one out the way. The Gangster Disciples.
So, you gonna tell me that there's Gangster... Wiggins. Worldwide Wiggins. You mean to tell me that we got GDs in LA? Let's see what you're talking about, Wiggins.
Okay, the GDs.
What you talking about, Wiggins?
I ain't gotta tell you about GDs. It's become a household name at this point. It was started by Larry Hoover over 50 years ago. And in my opinion, humbly, after the Crips, the Bloods, and the Paul Rules, they are the next biggest gang to spread nationwide. They all over the South, the Midwest, and even grew to large numbers in New York and the East Coast. I ain't gonna lie, my favorite rappers out there, you feel me, is mostly like the GDs. Don't disrespect the BDs or nothing like that. I ain't in y'all business, bro, but yeah, like FBG Duck, you feel me? I rock with Sosa too and Fredo, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that dance that Lil J used to do, look at it. Hey. All right, turn that on. Don't play it again. All right, play it one more time. Hey. I used to be in high school trying to do that shit, nigga. I still ain't graduated.
I still ain't graduated. It's crazy. Wiggins, we need you to graduate, bro.
Cali side of things, even though this one here is not necessarily in Los Angeles, I believe it deserves a mention. After doing multiple interviews with Crips in Orange County, they have confirmed that it is actually, in fact, GDs over in Anaheim, California. Even though it is often frowned upon by gang members in LA, you know, when they say things like, you know, they don't exist and they only like...
Can you imagine hitting the county jail? Where you from? I'm a GD. You from Chicago? No, I'm from Anaheim. You got fades. Go to the back. You got fades, bro. Go to the back. What you mean you from Anaheim and you a GD? Nigga, go to the back. You got fades. For what? I ain't sure yet, but go. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But for right now, back, big dog. Back. Who y'all beef with? Yeah, go to the back. Go to the back.
ID, and they ain't got no hood.
And this ain't no disrespect to the GDs, but bro, we from LA. Nigga, you from where? Go to the back. And that's if somebody don't make you turn their hood while you in there, or you just want to gangbang. Okay, big, come over here with us.
You know, just basically, bro, like, LA dudes don't really, like, basically they saying, like, Chicago gangs don't get no play over here. But I still would like to get an interview with somebody claiming GDs over there, so, anywhere in SoCal, really, all right? Next. Oh, this one, now watch this one. The 4CH, the Four Corner Hustlers. This is super interesting. Check this out. Now in Chicago, it's a gang called the Four Corner Hustlers. One of my favorite, most underrated rappers from Chicago, SG Batman, and also the legendary rapper, Common, are both affiliated with the Four Corner Hustlers. According to the article, they was founded in the year 1968 by one of their founders, named Walter Wheat. They are known to sport things like top hats, canes, and they use the word solid as like they lingo, I guess. Now watch this one. On the California side of things, about 2 years ago, I just did an interview with my boy who's in a wheelchair. He has no arms and no legs, and he was actually one of the founders of the Four Corner Hustler Crips in Lake Elsinore, California. Yeah, this one gonna be controversial. I know I'm gonna get some phone calls behind this one, but according to him, the story goes he had a homie that moved from Chicago to California and kept trying to start up the Four Corner Hustlers. But you know, Cali is like, hell no, where you think you at? It's the land. So I guess they ain't understand it. So, you know, it's Cali. They don't understand what you talking about. But they was like, what we gonna call it? And then homie from Chicago like, man, we gonna call it Four Corner Hustlers. But then they was like, man, the only way we gonna do it is if we call it Four Corner Hustler Crips. That's the only way. I got the interview right now where he said it.
I mean, the logic is logicking.
Himself. If you think I'm lying, I'll put it out. But if it's true, like, that'll be a super dope episode, huh? Get in the comments, let me know. You feel me? I'll put it out. I ain't tripping. I just ain't put it up because I guess he ain't like how it came out. And if you look at the map, you can notice there's four corners right there, too. All right, moving along.
Well, Wiggins, I love you and I love your channel, big dog, but I don't know if you noticed, but every intersection got four corners. So, you know, there's that. Feel me?
Stretch gang.
Don't worry about it. Corners are hard.
As I mentioned earlier, artists like Chief Keef is very popular and paved the way for other artists in the drill genre of rap music. Another artist who was a fan favorite, rest in peace, was King Von. And often in the songs, you can hear him say Stretch Gang, along with his homie Boss Top. Now, it's unclear, at least to me, whether Stretch Gang is an actual hood or whether it's some, you know, like some click shit. But I'm gonna do like you lame YouTube and read some off of Reddit, but this what it say, bro. Stretch Gang is basically just another name for the big circle of O-Block members who was in the streets heavy at the time.
This sound like a clique within the O-Block gang.
It happened after the Sosa split from O-Block, and Boss Top was one of the big guys running shit at the time. Stretch Gang was mostly the members of O-Block who wasn't around Boss Top. I don't know their names by heart, but most members in the Zach TV live from O Block was claiming Stretch Gang at the time. Alright, but on the Cali side of things, here's something you ain't know. I'm finna hit you with a zip out of Don Sack. Check this out. Did you know it's a clique from the Crenshaw Mafias, Bloods, in Inglewood, called Stretch Gang? I'm not sure which one came first, but you know, I ain't finna do no shit like that. But yeah, I definitely heard this. You feel me?
Wiggins said, I ain't gonna be the one to say yes or no to or fro, but just letting you know how it go.
Like years ago. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of similarities. All right, PBG. Rest in peace to Young Pappy, one of the most talented drill rappers of all time. And I can safely say, if Pappy wouldn't have passed away, I guarantee you, he would have went viral and been up there with Dirk and them as far as success was. Just his flow and his bars and his whole energy would have changed the game, okay? Pappy was a part of PBG, aka Pooh Bear Gang, a set of GDs. It was created to honor a fallen member named Pooh Bear, who was killed in the early 2010s and was a part.
Definitely rest in peace to that, man.
The insane cutthroat gangsters. Now I know that's a wobbler, not really a wobbler, because you know it's like a reach, but it's the acronyms. But in LA, PBG is exclusively known as a hit up to represent the Playboy Gangster Crips in West LA. But you knew that. The minute you heard the PBG, you knew where I was finna go.
Yeah, we definitely knew I was finna go to the Playboys.
Alright, now we finna close things out. 8 Trey. Do I really gotta explain 8 Trey Gangsters, bro? Like 8 Trey Gangster Crips, the biggest gangster crip hood like ever. Located in South Central. I can't even tell you their boundaries because they just got everywhere. One of the most biggest influential gangster crip hoods in LA. Alright, but watch this. On the Chicago side of things, they got an 8 Trey. But they Black P Stones out there. But remember, they not Bloods. The Black P Stones in Chicago not Bloods though. They call 8 Trey Beefy Block. Alright? And here's what the
that makes sense because Chicago's on the same grid system on the same grid system as Los Angeles. 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street, 6th Street. So it makes sense for it to be at 83rd Street. There's a 63rd Street and all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense for it to be 11 dudes, 4 Trey, 6 dudes, 6 4, 8 Trey. All that makes sense for sure when you have city blocks that go grid style with numbers for sure.
8 Trey began in the 1970s and for a long while was closely associated with Foster Park until they fell out and became opposition to each other. The book, The Almighty Black P Stone Nation, The Rise, the Fall, and Resurgence of an American Gang speaks on the history of the 8 Trey Stones and how they were started by Stones named T-Bows and Loopy after fighting GDs in Calumet High School. Rappers Mikey Want the Rest, Chuck Dottie, Johnny Make Cash, and Nico Huncho. Alright, I could have did more. Hey bro, in Chicago they got 10 dudes. They got 5 Trey. They got a lot. You feel me? So, yeah, man. So that's just something, bro. I could have did 6-0 if I wanted. But yeah, but you know, like I said, man, you know, I got a speech for y'all, man. And this is to all my LA ninjas, man. We got to get back to our identity, bro.
Wiggins, you ain't told no lie.
Like, I understand, bro, like, you feel me? It's cool, bro, I get it. They music is hard, they lingo is hard, and they really putting shit down out there. It'll rub off on you, bro, like, but we gotta get back to our identity, bro, like.
You gotta get back to calling ninjas busters, that's right, Wiggins.
Like, one of the last times before I left Cali, bro, or when I went back to visit, I really heard a gang member, a Crip, say on phone them grave.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild work.
We gotta get back to our identity, bro. This ain't right. At this, bro, we dress like them ninjas, bro. I never seen so many black Air Forces in my life. We ain't worn Air Forces since '06.
Bumping in my Air Force Ones.
We done dropped our Chuck T's, our khaki suits. Like, we done dropped it all. We look like, we dress, we look, we talk like Chicago ninjas, bro. Like, we gotta get back to ourselves, bro. This ain't, my boy. If some of the G's, bro, that passed away was to come back and see us, bro, like, nah, bro. And we dyeing our dreads like King Von, bro. Come on, cuz. That's out. That's out.
You got the OG Crips turning in their grave. You got the OG Crips turning in their graves.
Nah, this no disrespect to Chicago, bro, but we gotta have our culture, bro.
And you know what? I don't think that it is disrespect to Chicago. I think that it's important for us being from LA to maintain us being from LA, to make sure we continue to push the culture of Los Angeles, continue to push the politics and the representation of Los Angeles before we end up with nothing left.
But, hey, we gonna keep it fair. You know one thing about me, I'm gonna keep it fair, bro. In the 90s, the Brat and all them other rappers was dressing like Cali. We had the world dressing like Cali. Everybody was wearing, we had the world wearing Pendletons and
Dickie suits and Chucks and all that.
And khakis and Chuck T's, bro. It's like everybody get their turn, bro. You don't believe me? You can go back and watch that girl rapper, the Brat. You can watch her old videos. Hey, when the Chronic dropped, hey, we took over. But let's get back to our identity, bro. This ain't us, bro. You're tweaking.
Game even said it. All Stars for Life when Dre dropped the Chronic.
Shorty. Hey, LA, you're tweaking right now, Shorty, on phone and grave. Get out of here, bro. Come on, man. Knock it off, man. This ain't us.
You're tweaking, Shorty. Hilarious.
Bro, we gotta come back, bro. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. And spread the word.
Big shout out to Worldwide Wiggins, man. One of the best YouTube channels giving us news reviews, knowledge J figure nobody's college. Big shout out to Worldwide Wiggins. We up out here to the next one. We go. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We go. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Travis Tapping in 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college though, big dog. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. Something that I just really quickly noticed, notification bell hit all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. If you want to be a part of the Trap News Network family, hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. Hit us up on Instagram. Something that I just noticed real quick. Let me take my little bubble off. Bubble off. No Jumper has bots in the chat. Some of y'all will care, some of y'all don't care. Pay attention to this right here. Right here. Right there. That right there. Hold on. Let me take that off. Boom. Okay, that right there. I watch your channel with pleasure. Clearly stand out for their quality and original approach. Interesting. Now, somebody else says the same. Wow, the same picture. Look at this. Hold on. This picture here and this picture here. It's the same picture, different name. Different name. Same picture, different name. Your videos are a real inspiration. I watch them with pleasure. Each new release is like a discovery for me. Bro, y'all bots are so body that y'all don't even realize. First of all, don't tell nobody, but I'm telling everybody that I'm bumpsh. See what I did there? Bot jokes, bot puns are fun. You know what I'm saying? It's bot too hard. Don't worry about it. I could bot around all day. We just botting around. Don't worry about it. Anyway, it's the same picture, but it's two different names. So you got the first name, something, whatever this is, whatever, but you can see the picture is the same. You feel me? And then you got this name is different. You know what I'm saying? But you can see the picture is still the same. That's wild. And then I don't even know what made me look at this right now. I swear to God. But now it comes about the same thing, more bots. Been watching your channel for a long time. Every time you surprise me with your talent, thank you for new colorful. Bro, No Jumper is botting, bro. they have bots in the chat. Oh, man. Now, me, myself, personally, I don't give a damn. I don't care. Personally, I'm going to be all the way 100 with y'all. Let me be super transparent. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't give not even a little bit. Babe, do you care? Not really. But you know who's going to care? All the people that are so consumed with this social media stuff. See, they have bots. And blah, blah. You know how they be. You know what I'm saying? So y'all going to care. Y'all going to care. See, I knew they didn't have these numbers. And I saw you die. You're not slick. I saw you die. And you started a new round. You're not slick, little boy. Yeah, I'm just saying. You think because I'm doing a video, I didn't see that, did you? I see you. I see you. Yeah, you had to ready back up, and yeah, I see you back on the battle bus. Anyway, the little one is playing Fortnite, and he finna get off of Fortnite because I want to watch Love Island. Anyway, yeah, man, so y'all gonna be all on him. Man, I knew there was Biden. I knew there was this. I knew that. And I don't think that it would be such an issue had they not been so on everyone else for having bots and all that kind of stuff. Let's see if it's, let me refresh it. Let me see if something else come through. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if something else come through. Because I don't think anyone would care had they not been so adamant about everyone else botting and all kind of stuff like that. Oh, they have bots. They have this. They have that. So let me see just real quick. Boo. Yep, another bot. Another bot right there that fast. I wish more people, you're a real gem. Bro, they have hella bots. This is another bot right there. Another bot right there. Damn, they bought it up. They bought it up. Let me see if it's any other posts. Let me see any other posts got the bots. Man, they are botted up. Uh-oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me see. Hold on, go to the other one. Go to another one. Let me see. Are there any more bots? Nah, it looked like it was just that one. Let me see. Newest bot. Let me see. It looked like it was that one. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Nope, another bot. Another bot right there. Here go another one. Here go another one. Damn, bro. And it's crazy because it's the same pictures with different names. That's how you know it's the bot. It's the same picture with different names and all that kind of stuff. That is wildly barnacles. That is wild. Let's see what else. Let's see where else. Hold on. Let me see. I wonder why this one wasn't able to show.
No jumper. Coolest.
I wonder why this one wasn't able to show. Nah, so that one for whatever reason I don't want us to see. Let's go into this one.
An apology.
So is botting a part of the game? Is botting just a part of the game? Is botting just a part of the game? Is that what happens? You buy the views, you buy the ticks, you buy the clicks. Is that why old boy over there got X amount of, oh, why is it not letting me do this? Is that why old boy over there got X amount of subscribers and don't got a YouTube plaque? Is that why old boy over there got X amount of subscribers with no YouTube plaque? I wonder why it's not letting me go into these. I got all my bars.
No jumper.
Maybe they said, nah, you doing too much. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, I don't know why I had to refresh it, but let's see. Let's see. Yep, more bots. 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 Yep, so I guess they are bot farming. Now, again, do we care about that? Nope, but I'm sure somebody will. With that all being said, y'all know the deal. Red dots for the left, red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. It's free Avenue Angel Tweets free. We are go.